What's up guys, this is Darkbblue, a gamer who loves Souls-like games, looter games, and every game that involves build making. Rayman 2's first DLC is now released. Fortunately, I got the chance to play it in advance again, but this time I won't be making a review video because I think, well, everyone here is well aware of what Rayman 2 is about and how brilliant it is. Instead, I will tell you my personal feelings during my first playthrough and my preliminary thoughts on post-DLC builds. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's dive right into it. So let's start with how you can access this DLC. The Awakened King is essentially a bunch of new dungeons and a new world template added to Loathsome. Now there are 3 Loathsome templates, and both base game and DLC dungeons are exchangeable during world generation. Roughly, you will have 50% more content than base game Loathsome. If you are thinking that this design will make it difficult to experience the new content, here's good news for you. Gunfire has added a one-shot adventure mode which will give you a non-random Loathsome world solely comprised of new content. But this, as the name indicates, is one-shot, can only be used once. So if you want to grind more, you do need to fight the RNG. As far as I can remember, there will be 3 DLCs in total. Well, then I suppose it's a rational guess that there will be 1 DLC per world in the same pattern of the Awakened King. The main area, by which I mean the big open map leading to different dungeons, is really impressive and refreshing. If you are bored of the same old run streets in the past, you will find many new things such as a dog and a canoe area. Moreover, the whole main area is totally fixed and connected. By removing RNG from the main area, Gunfire is presenting much better level designs. However, well, dungeons are a bit disappointing compared with the main area. There isn't a new style and no new basic tiles either. But, well, you do have new dungeon events and event tiles. It's worth mentioning that many dungeon events in DLC are large fixed areas. Seems Gunfire is really having fun designing these levels. Now I'm even afraid we won't have an RNG in Rayman 3. In summary, the main area is awesome and dungeons are, well, not bad at least, but they are just one part of what we expect from a new DLC. What we also want is new gears and new builds. This leads us to the new archetype, Ritualist. The Ritualist is all about doing dot damage, including bleeding, burning, corrosive, and shock. Well, I have in fact tried dot builds in base game, but to be honest, it's really squishy. If you want to use it for, well, progression, you have to rely heavily on the dot explosion amulet to lower your time to kill. But its damage is really poor, and you may encounter situations where you cannot one-shot mobs, even on veteran. And if you want to make a dot build for boss fights, well, it's highly likely you will end up with a perfect mod build. But now everything is different with DLC. Ritualist offers huge dot damage bonus so that you can one-shot mobs on higher difficulties, and the skill 1 allows you to refresh dots. And this means you can first inflict many dots on a boss and rely solely on this skill to refresh them, alleviating the necessity to manually re-inflict them. There are also a few gears for other builds, but most of them, well, are not good enough to replace the gears used in previous builds. However, there is a specific ring that I'm really fond of. It inflicts a bleeding dot on you and gives you 10% crit chance. So 10% is very huge, and the dot isn't really doing observable damage. Actually, I'm planning on a dot build guide for my next video. It won't be very long from now, so stay in touch. In addition, here's some thoughts on the Halloween events. The patch has rebalanced survival, but it's overall a buff. Another thing to mention is the fix of Stone of Malevolence. Well, now you won't be able to recharge a mod when it's active. Though Nebula is no longer a good choice, you can still choose from Firestorm, Enigma, Son of Aphel, and Tremor, so I think it's fair. There are also a bunch of new mutators and corrupted weapons in that patch, so some builds are getting buffed. For example, I especially like this mutator, Bottom Feeder. It gives you infinite ammo for 5 seconds, so attaching it to a one-shot shotgun like Spore Bloom will make a beast. All in all, Rayman 2 is getting more fun recently, so you should definitely play it for sure. If you like my story or want to join me into depth of games, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.